truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. Psalms 25, verse 5. Hey fam bam, it's me, just Londa. Can we talk that talk?
Well, my relationship now with my family, they're my biological family, and I wish them well.
So I am back. I am back. And I am so sorry that I've been away, but I was dealing with my family emergency and the outcome of my family emergency. So I'm trying to get in the swing of things. If it's a little hiccup here and there, hey, just keep drinking. So buckle up, Buttercup. This was a 3 hour segment. Cat Williams did a 3 hour segment with Club Shay Shay. Monique did almost a 3 hour segment with Club Shay Shay. And I am sorry, I wanted to go ahead and talk about Cat Williams, but I was dealing with my family emergency. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did go ahead and do like a little short, and I'll put it right there. But he's always been that person. And apparently, Monique has always been that person telling the truth. So I got things broken up into different segments. This segment that we're going to talk about is the wrong messenger. Because people were in their feelings about what Cat Williams had to say, especially, but it seemed like it was the ones that didn't quite make it just yet. So like the Tony Bakers and the Tahir Moore, things like that. Those comedians on that caliber. But like Corey Holcomb and what's the guy that I listen to, but he drives me mad sometimes. Uh Godfrey. Godfrey is another person. There was like, yes, yes, this is it. This is what's been happening. So Monique is telling her truth, and she had a lot to say. So this segment is the messenger, the wrong messenger. So let's hear what she has to say. Now I've broken this up, right? So she's kind of left off to where she tells Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp, who she is. Like, I'm going to tell. If I see you doing wrong, I'm going to tell. So I want to start from there.
That I'm going to tell him what you said. So we clear. I'm going to tell him what you said because that's not right. Oh my goodness, Mo. See, I think that's the problem.
Now, see, she's saying that she's going to tell him that's not right. Apparently, when she was younger, this young lady got pregnant and she was going to pin it on someone else. The young lady told Mo. Mo said she was going to tell. And she's trying to tell Shannon she's always been that person.
The problem that we're dealing with right now, Shannon. Okay. When we know something is wrong, everything Cat Williams sat here and said, right, we all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Right. Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you? Or the messenger.
Did you hear what they said? Oh, I'm not going to say nothing. Can you believe he said it? Or Shannon Sharp was about to say, it's the messenger. It's always our community that's like that. It's always a struggle where we're pulling each other down. For what? It is so much money in this country to be made for us to be pulling each other down. It's crazy. It's mad. It's insane. Like, why? But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message. People have a hard time hearing a 5'5" giant tell the truth. People have a hard time with a black woman over 200 pounds tell the truth because people that look like us, we should just be grateful. We got
We should just be grateful. Did you hear her message? We should just be grateful. That's a lot of bull. That is a lot of bull.
Invited to the party. Right. We should just be grateful that someone paid us attention. I dealt with that my whole life. I've dealt with that. Mm-hmm. So when you get to a space where you say, listen, I want to be free.
Come on. Talk your talk. Talk your talk.
Free. I don't want to walk around intimidated, scared, fearful. What might happen? What they gonna what they gonna say? What they gonna do? If it's your story and it's the truth,
Talk your talk.
tell it. Because what you can do is be in a position to prevent it happening to someone else over and over and over again. So if I go
So, just to circle back about the Cat Williams thing, the Bible talks about David and Goliath. Everyone knows that story about David and Goliath. It was this Goliath with this mighty giant that no one could defeat. And little young David, who's under the age of 14, comes to give his brothers food. And like I said, when it comes to the Bible, it reads to me like a movie. So I picture it like this: you got the Goliath and them on one side, and you got David and his family and the king. What is his name? Solomon. I know I'm saying that king's name wrong. I'll put it up there. You got them right here. You got them right here, and they're hiding. But Goliath is like, come on out, come on out. Who can challenge me? Who can challenge me? And the king's people shaking their boots. But young David comes around like, what's going on? What's going on? Like Mo, what's going on? What's going on? Well, what's going on? What's going on? Well, we can't do nothing because they got the giant there. They got the giant there. Well, let me get a crack at it. I'm going to tell dad. I'm going to tell dad. What do you mean? I fight lions trying to get away from the herd, bears, and it's just me. Let me get a crack at it. Y'all know the story? And he defeats him, right? He defeats him. Cat Williams is this little person. Mo is this fat person that doesn't look like how you want them to look. They're not what you want. They're not the Oprah. They're not the Tyler Perry. That's what it is. They're not packaged up in a little bow for you, telling all these secrets. There's this short man and this fat black woman. Looks like me. Looks like me. Telling these truths. And y'all just blowing, some of y'all blow it off. But those that rocked with Cat has been this person all the time. He's been this person all the time. And I've told y'all that. I've told y'all that. He's been this person. He's been this person.
if I go back to the 11th grade with that sister who's no longer with us, rest her, with that sister, I would do that again. Because if you tell me something and we know it's wrong, mm-hmm. but you're going to pin that on somebody else, is that right?
No. Is it right?
And what would your Aunt Mary do?
So, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I feel her on all that aspect. Tell it. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's all I got to say. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. It's hard out here for us as black folk. It's already hard out here for us. But we make it harder for other black folk to make it like there's no money to be made. All right, so I was having a little bit of difficulties, but I'm just going to rewind because I did miss a segment. It's about family. Now, I like what she says when it comes to family. Now, why you want to act up?
family.
Okay.
And I wish
Would you say your relationship then and now was with your family?
well, my relationship now with my family, they're my biological family, and I wish them well.
Oh,
Here's the thing. I watched you do in I think it was like a little clip, and they were talking about interracial dating.
yes,
And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable?
right.
That applies everywhere, Shannon. It just doesn't apply.
It absolutely do. Why would you stay in a place where you're miserable? It's because it's the miserable, it's the misery that you are well known of. You know it very well. You know what I'm saying? So that's why some people stay in it because you know it. You know nothing else. You know nothing to be good. All you know is misery. I feel like DMX had a song about that. I could be wrong. Like a line. I could be wrong about that one. But oh, all I know is pain is what he says. Um, but you know nothing else. So I get what she's saying when it comes to that.
Doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure. Well, there are some families that deserve it, and there are some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what.
You know, Tyrese Tyrese made a post saying that he wants to be part of the Latino community because of their culture and things like that. Well, what part of the community, the Latino community, that you would like to be a part of? This one or this one? Because if you look like this one, they're going to disregard you. Look at I know I'm gonna say her name wrong, but she's the Afro Latina girl that plays on Love and Hip Hop. And look how they shade her because she's a dark skinned, nappy headed Afro Latina. So you want to look like this. You want this culture. This is the culture that you want. You know, it's people like him that makes our culture go down a notch. You know what I'm saying? God did not put us on this earth to be knocking each other down. That is not what God put us on this earth to do. I feel like we've all been in some type of predicament, but because of the culture, you know, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, you know. But then you see other people who always helping. Well, we help out more than you ever know, but yet we always frown upon each other. Why? God says to love your neighbors like you love yourself. Why? It's just heartbreaking.
That's where I am with mine. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. So even as I sit here with you now, with all that's going on in Hollywood and all of the stuff I had to go through, I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And I have to say, you know what?
And you know what they say? All kinfolk, all kinfolk, all women. What is it? All kinfolk ain't real folk. I know I'm saying that saying all jacked up. All folk and kinfolk. There it goes. I believe that's how it goes. All folk and kinfolk. And just because you're blood, that doesn't mean anything. The Bible tells says that it's going to be mother against daughter, father against son, brother against brother, sister against sister. So hormone having having those feelings about your family, yeah. But you can also be cordial with your family as well, because nevertheless they are your family. Um, but I don't want to keep being so long because this is such a long segment.
But that has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she say, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that. No matter what transpired in the family, no matter what how bad someone had treated you, you should never fall out. But hearing you say that, that's different, because just because we're blood, that doesn't mean we're family through blood. But sometimes it's somebody on the outside that's not blood that's actually closer family, yes, than the actual biological.
We've been taught to say trauma is okay. We've been taught to say you mistreated me, you abused me, you violated me, you disrespected me, you belittled me, but I'm supposed to look at you at Thanksgiving and say, "How you doing, Unc?"
That's so true. That is so true. Look at look at our community where there's someone who's being abused in the family. And we all know that they're being abused. We don't try to assist or anything. Or sexually abuse. And we'll just be like, we'll just keep the kids away from them. It's so hard under, to understand how, black folks say that they're this and they're that, but can be so far from it at the same time. Now, don't get me wrong, I am not pro black, I am for black folk. And this is not it. Now, I hope this is going to be cleaning up a lot of dirt. Sweep it up, sweep it up. Get get all these, get it all out, get it all out, get all these folk out, and put in these game changers that is going to be meaningful, that has the kingdom in mind, to have God's people in mind, because it's just going to be chaotic all the time.
That's what we've been taught. You swallow that pain. That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that says, "I'm going to tell the truth.
Well,
I'm going to tell the truth." And that causes a ruckus, and you would say, "Why are people upset with the truth?" When you hear Steve Harvey say, "There are repercussions when you tell the truth." Well, remember when we were children? What would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, because if not, there will be what? Repercussions.
Right.
Well, now it's got.
tell the truth. Now, we embedded that into our kids to this very day. Tell the truth. Tell the truth so it set you free. Tell the truth. But yet we sweep the truth underneath the rug and we look this way. Wow, the guy is shoplifting on this side, stealing iPhones. That just came up because that's what I saw. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I remember Mo being on Steve Harvey's uh show, and he's like, It's a money game. He's gonna play whatever he wants to play and do whatever he has to do to take care of his family. Well, what about integrity? It's the money game.
Out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This the money game.
But
We in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot
we're in
help
the money
them
game.
all.
But let me tell you what the game is before the money game.
Like
before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way.
He's already told you he's gonna look this way while all this is going on because it's not at his doorstep. It's not at his doorstep. So he's going to look this way while all this is going on this way.
The nails got turned around. When you tell the truth, there'll be repercussions. So what's the opposite of that? Should I tell a lie and get a reward? So that's how we're rolling right now. That's how we're dealing with one another right now. So when it comes,
The Bible also says what is good will become bad. What is bad will become good. Do we not see those correlations coming on? Do we not see how all this stuff is coming on? Do we not see how demonic this world is being? They're coming for our children. They're coming for our integrity. They are coming for us. Any means necessary. We have to wake up. Why my glasses seem so foggy? We have to wake up. God gives us all this free knowledge. The Bible is get I'm telling you, get a Bible and this stuff is unfolding right before our very eyes. She's not lying about that. What is good will become evil, or bad. What is bad will become good. And we see it. We see it.
so when it comes to family and people said, oh, Monique, how could you? Listen, I want to live the rest of this journey that I have in peace. I want to be with my family, in love with my man, he in love with me. We watch our babies grow and develop their own families. I don't need anything in the midst of that because you family that I should accept that trauma. I should accept you not taking accountability for what you've done, what you've said, and we just washed the slate. That's why we're in the position we are now as a community.
Talk your talk.
As a black community, as a community in entertainment, everybody's been so afraid to say, look what they did to me. Look what they said. And it's like, oh, well, listen now, we don't want to ruffle no feathers, especially if the messenger doesn't fit the what people should think the messenger is supposed to look like.
Hello.
And we keep repeating history, Shannon.
The Bible also says that history repeats itself. She's talking facts. Talk your talk. Talk your talk. She's talking facts.
Is it a situation, Monique, where people look and say, well, you made it thus far when it couldn't have been that bad?
So, talking, she's spitting facts. She is spitting big facts. All right, so now this segment here is going to be about money and Taraji P. So we all know that Taraji got up on this platform crying, pouring out her heart, saying that the money is not money, things are not mathing up. The guy from Power saying that, you know, he'd only made this money off of Hustle and Flow singing. He was the one that actually, rapped the lyrics, and they gave all the credits to the character. They gave the credits to the character. Look what they done to you. This is crazy. I'm glad Monique had the balls to do what she did, just like Kat. Because as y'all see, it's gonna all start going out. It's gonna still come out. It's gonna all come out. It's gonna all wash up. Just watch. Just watch. Let me see how long. Oh, this is only 8 minutes. All right.
That is all you know.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
When I listen to your story, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
Bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was, we had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you was awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before.
We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all gotten that bonus that we worked hard for, and it was more than what we expected. We've gotten maybe a pay bump more than what we expected. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Than you've ever seen before, until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait.
We've all been there as well. We've all been there as well. Shoot, look at the YouTubers. Let's take it down to the notch. Let's take it down a notch. The YouTubers, money in is not equating to the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together.
Put them together,
and you start
sis.
saying it's not right, and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer.
Talk your talk. Talk your talk.
And she said, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes.
Did you hear what Taraji said? And I'm pretty sure she said that. Because Mo was the only one going on different platforms saying the money is not money. But no one else that looked like her would say anything. Because they didn't want to ruffle any feathers. Again, it's not until it's at your front door. You're looking this way, and all of this is going this way. All of this is going this way. But it's at your front door. Now you want to say something. Now you want to say something.
Our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep going and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them.
Just keep going. Just keep going because we'll get them the next time. And we'll get them the next time. And we'll get them the next time. But didn't Taraji say she didn't have a pay raise since Mary? That movie Mary? Something Mary, right? How long ago was that? How long ago was that? But you're going to give them the next time, right? That's what you're going to do. But you're not going to give them the next time because you're going to get on the platform and let people know how your money is not money, how you have not gotten this pay raise that you have deserved. And don't get me wrong, she deserves it. She deserves it. But when Mo was saying it, because she was not on your caliber, she was not a thought of your figure mention, She was not on your radar. And she's telling you all this, and she's telling you all this. But because you didn't have a thought, it's not at your front door. You couldn't pay her no attention.
And then you see our sister, broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it,
Come on, talk your talk.
I said it.
Talk your talk.
Why didn't it get the traction when you said it? That when she said it, now all of a sudden everybody is coming, and I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over
Hello.
a decade ago, why didn't it get the traction? Why didn't it get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons why. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party.
Again, she should just be grateful that she got invited to the party. Why is that? Why is that? Just because she's a fat black person, but yet she makes you laugh. She's an entertainer. She's won an Image Award, a Grammy. But she should just be glad that she got invited to the party.
You a big fat black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Tyler's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say that.
That's not what we do. Is that not our community? Clock your community. Get on God's good foot. You hear me? Because He's not going to ever steer you wrong. I'm telling you, we say we're this and this and that. But look who y'all idling. Look who y'all idling. God doesn't like idols. God doesn't like idols. And look how it's unfolding. Look about let me tell you something about Oprah. I didn't like Oprah for a long time, and I could not ever put my hand on it. And then I slowly be hearing how she was talking about the child molesters should, things make it feel good. I have to find that.
So this is what so many people don't understand. A big part of the confusion and shame for child victims is that the attention and the seduction from the predator, who is probably going to be somebody you know. Right. In order for it to work, it has to be somebody you know, somebody you admire, somebody you respect, or maybe even love. And it feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good. Right. Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good.
About her school out in Africa. The Harvey Weinstein thing, like her being good friends. The devil will always be the devil.
Say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names?
And you know what? That's like, again, when I was listening to some of the comedians talk about what Cat Williams was saying, they couldn't believe it. Well, why? Because that's his truth. He's always been that person. And these are things that you need to know. Because once you get into those spaces, no, don't get me wrong, you're in those spaces, but you're not in those spaces. You're not. You're not in those type of spaces. But once you get there and you see these things, what you gonna do? Are you gonna turn this way? Or are you gonna meet it head on? Are you gonna turn this way? Or are you gonna be the one to speak out? Because you don't want to mess up your opportunity, are you gonna turn this way?
You're very specific.
These are our heroes. How could you say their names out loud? Because they're the ones that did it. And if
They are the ones that hurt you. Tell the truth, shame the devil. They are the ones that hurt you. So why you can't tell them that you hurt me? Why can't you publicize the fact that you hurt me? All these, everyone else does.
And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji P. Henson sit on that platform. And I love that baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time
Come on,
seeing a strong black woman
come
with a
on.
back straight and a chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that.
Now, I am trying to get my friend to come on when it talks about, when I break it down about marriage, because you know how I feel about marriage. And I get it because let me put my hand up. Let me put my hand up. Because whenever I used to see her, I would see him. And I could not understand it for the life of me. But listening to her and going through the things that I've been through, how God has changed my mindset when it comes to my husband and our love, what he and I were made to be together because I am his helpmate. We we complete one another. I know it's wrong to say because you're supposed to already be complete, but it's like we mash well. We mash well. And when she's talking about this, because I was like, why is he there? Why is he there? When she talks about that, I feel her.
But we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. Our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman.
Did you hear what she said? Why are we questioning that a black man is standing with his black woman? Why? Why is that so hard to believe? We'd be like, black love, black love, black love, black love. Okay, and I get it. I get it. Because I married a black man. And I love seeing us together. I love seeing us together. You know what I'm saying? But why was that hard? You know, I see her and her husband like I see me and Ray. When we were going through our situation and we're still going through it, but when we were going through the thick of it and the meat and potatoes, God was like, watch him. When I'm about to say something, God was like, don't say nothing. Watch Adam. Because that's what I've been through this all. I've been calling my husband Adam and I'm his Eve. And God's like, watch Adam. Watch Adam. Watch Adam. So I get what she's saying.
So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all that. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men saying, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs.
Why her husband gotta be there?
when we begin to question black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them.
Clock your culture. You hear me? Y'all better get on God's good foot. Y'all better, like again, I said I am not pro black, I am for black. But cloak the culture. You hear me? Because you gotta make up your mind. Either you're gonna be in or you're gonna be out. You're gonna be in or you're gonna be out. You're gonna be for it or not for it.
Because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
Did they question the validity, the because we had never seen this before, not so public, not so present?
Yes.
Did they question you and his relationship?
Me and my husband?
Yes.
When you say question,
what it's like?
Because they did, but I want to understand what.
Because okay, did they think that was your husband, or what was he, your manager? Because he's been everything. Yes. He's your lover. He's your manager. He's your confidant.
Name him.
He's the father.
Come on, name him.
Whatever he's all encompassing.
Yes.
He's a toolbox with all the tools that Monique needs.
All of them.
Let me tell you something. I feel her on that. Ray is my husband. He's my provider. He's my safety net. He's my friend. He's my lover. I don't know if I said confidant. He helps me with this whole fiasco, which he cares less about it. He helps me with my mental status. He is my Adam. Now, she calls him daddy. I would never call Ray daddy because I have no daddy issues. I have a daddy. So I would never call him daddy. But my friend, my lover, my husband, my provider, my protector. When I say he's my protector, I hear her. I feel her on that. I feel her. And I am so sorry, Monique, for thinking the way I was thinking when it came to you and your husband. But I just started turning, as I have been walking on my journey with God, I have been changing my mindset as being a wife and a spouse to my husband. I feel her.
All of them.
And so when I heard people saying that, why is he there? Why does he have to be in every interview? Why does he have to be in the background? Why can't Monique do that? Why not?
Why not?
Why not? And that's when you see, and these are my sisters, but when you see Taraji, when you see Viola, when you see our sisters speaking out, you never see their representation sitting right there with them. Mm-hmm. You never see them saying.
Never see that. She's absolutely right. You never see their representation sitting next to them. And I don't know if that's an image thing. You know, now that I think about it, it could be an image thing for them. But she's absolutely right.
You never see them saying, listen, we got to fight together.
Right.
My husband is also my manager, which is my representation.
Right.
But again, we've been so beat down that some of us have a problem with this black man saying, I'm standing right here strong, right, and I will not flinch and I will not budge.
Hello.
What a sad state of affairs we are now in, where you have people that look like you and I, mm-hmm, that would question why this man is standing there. That, for the life of me, is disheartening. Mm-hmm. When we heard Brother Malcolm say, we've been run amok, we've been hoodwinked, we're now doing it to ourselves.
But we are doing it to ourselves. We really, truly are. It's a sad day. And this is all going on Black History Month. You know, I hope we all can get it together. Not just, but we all can get it together because we still need to help one another. We're still God's children. We still need to help one another.
I got you. Come on. We're going to go through this. We're going to get through this. So, for us, if we start taking things for what they are and get out of our emotions, we will be so far along.
So I'm going to wrap this up because that was really long. And I have a couple of other segments. But I'm tired. And I'm going to try to edit this tonight. So, and try to also get in some shorts too. But stay tuned. Like I said, I got everything all broken up, and we're gonna go through it. So get your drink, and we'll come back tomorrow, hopefully. So on that note, fam bam, thanks for watching, rating, subscribing. All that good jazz that make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Peace and peace.